Hey everybody, so I got this game called Dear Esther. At least I think that's how you say it. I'm not really sure. I actually know absolutely nothing about this game at all. I bought it a while ago and I've just had it. But I decided to jump in it. Let's see. Let's see, what does it say? The lighthouse, the buoy, the caves, the beacon. Okay, well it looks like the lighthouse is our only option, so to the lighthouse it is.
Dear Esther, the morning after I was washed ashore, salt in my ears, sand in my mouth, and the waves always at my ankles, I felt as though everything had conspired to this one last shipwreck. I remembered nothing but water, stones in my belly and my shoes, threatening to drag me under to where only the most listless of creatures swim.
Oh boy. So, I don't know where I am then, pretty much. I shipwrecked, I guess. And this is where I washed up, huh? I mean, it could be worse. Could be worse. At least I washed ashore. Oh, flashlight. Oh boy. Somebody needs to clean up. I don't even want to look in that, but I kind of want to look in it. I'm not gonna look in it. I'm gonna look. No, I'm gonna look. Yeah, I regret looking. Who knows? Maybe there was treasure in the toilet or something. I don't know. Can I interact with anything? Oh, if I hold X, I like zoom in. Okay. What about? Oh, my triggers also do it. Oh, and so does circle and square and triangle. Okay, every single button does the exact same thing. Let's take a look into these maps. I wonder, like, if I know where I am, like, at all, or if, like, I don't know. Can I don't know if this game is, like, scary or not. So I'm, like, mildly afraid. What is this? Some kind of... What? Okay. What is that? What? Just like... chemistry stuff? I was bad at chemistry. Clearly. Oh. I ducked. Because of a seagull. Oh. Up or down? Down. We're gonna go down first, that way we don't waste our efforts climbing up and get exhausted for no reason. So, we might as well look down first. Just along the shore. Some rocks. What's that in the distance? Boop. That must be the lighthouse. Maybe? Do lighthouses flash red? I don't know. Is that garbage? Interesting. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not pretty. You know, I'm not gonna lie, if you take away the trash, these kind of remind me of the beaches in Washington. They're just kind of like cold and seaweedy and crab cages, yes. Yeah. A lot of our beaches were a lot more rocky, though. I'm thinking down was the wrong choice. This doesn't look like it's leading to anywhere, but I did see this staircase.
Those islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
I lied, there's a secret. I guess it's not that secret. I don't want to walk along the beach too far. I still want to go up. This is very poetic. Oh, more art. I feel like there's things smart people know that I don't know. I feel like I should be smarter. I don't know what these clues are. Okay.
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Whoa, jeez. There's like a bush, a tree or something. The grass up there moving. At first, I thought it was a big spider. Is that what is that? A axle on a car or something? Well, it doesn't look like I can go anywhere further from here unless I can go in the water. No, I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Oh no, mama. I don't really want to go into the water. What happens if I continue to swim? I'm getting scared mildly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking, oh, so we don't swim. I don't know. I thought maybe I could make it around that way. But swimming is a no-go. I guess we're gonna head back and go up. This led me nowhere. I wish I could walk faster. All I can do is look closer. I wonder if I'll find any other people. You know, if I was in his shoes, I feel like I'd be a lot more eager to find somebody. You know, it's also kind of dark, so I feel like potentially getting nighttime soon, and I would want to be finding something real quick. But whatever. Guess we'll just casual stroll the whole time. Wait. Wait, did I come from over there? Wait a second. I'm confused. Is this where we came? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, I bet you we probably come up right there and then it's like, oh, no, you can't. And then it forces us to go along the beach and then come up the other. Yeah, that's probably what happened. We're just gonna walk. Not that I have any other choice. Boom, 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 boom.
Reading Donnelly by the weak afternoon sunlight, he landed on the south side of the island, followed the path to the bay and climbed the mount. He did not find the caves, and he did not chart the north side. I think this is why his understanding of the island is flawed, incomplete. He stood on the mount and only wondered momentarily how to descend. But then, he didn't have my reasons. When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this: to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Wait a minute. Wait, is it actually a true thing? Is that really actually true? Because if it is, if I ever see that, I'm gonna like want to stay away because I'm gonna think that island is infected with the plague. Oh, left or right? Decisions. Left. Looks like it doesn't matter at all.
I quote directly. A motley lot with little to recommend them. I have now spent 3 days in their company. That is, I fear, enough for any man not born amongst them. Despite their tedious inclination to quote scripture, they seem to me the most God-forsaken of all the inhabitants of the Outer Isles. Indeed, in this case, the very gravity of that term, forsaken by God, seems to find its very apex. It appears to me that Donnelly, too, found those who wander this shoreline to be adrift from any chance of redemption. Did he include himself in that, I wonder?
Okay, this is actually getting darker than I anticipated. Oh, a boat! It's a boat!
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life. I find myself increasingly unable to find that point where the hermit ends and Paul and I begin. We are woven into a sodden blanket, stuffed into the bottom of a boat to stop the leak and hold back the ocean. My neck aches from staring up at the aerial. It mirrors the dull throb in my gut where I am sure I've begun to form another stone. In my dreams, it forms into a perfect representation of Lot's wife, head over her shoulder, staring along the motorway at the approaching traffic in a vacuum of fatalistic calm.
Interesting. I feel like I want to look up that molecular structure because what is it? I don't know. Oh. Oh, no, I can. Okay. Get that little water. We don't like water. Is there anything else in there? Wait, no, I couldn't go any other direction. Interesting. You think we can get to those rocks? What you think? I guess it doesn't hurt to try. Let me up. That's a negative. Oh, jeez. I drowned again. Oh, wait. Oh, I control it. I didn't realize that. I wish I could walk faster. Who strung up this barbed wire fence? That's my question. Ooh, there's an opening. I can get on the path. More like, why did they string it up? I don't know.
I've become convinced I am not alone here, even though I'm equally sure it is simply a delusion brought upon by circumstance. I do not, for instance, remember where I found the candles, or why I took it upon myself to light such a strange pathway. Perhaps it is only for those who are bound to follow.
Candles? Am I doing that? I'm so confused. Oh gosh, so many choices. I could go that way, or that way, or that way. I'm gonna go with the middle. No, but the one that always looks obvious is always... whatever. Look. Esther. Please. Oh, if I jump, there's no coming back. Boop. Oh, that was anticlimactic. What the heck? Okay.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turnoff for Sanford and the welcome break services. But although I can always see it in my rearview mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Gosh, I'm an idiot. I just realized I'm not talking about what's happening right now. Jeez Louise. Hopefully I'll find something interesting. Do you see that? Hold on. Burr, 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 burr. There was like a ship. Wait. No. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. It might have been just like a plant or something. But I swear I thought I saw a shadow like up on the... up to the left. Whatever. Whatever. Let's look at these garbage boats. Garbage. Boats. What is that? Oh, it's a plane. Oh, no, but what
There
is
must
that?
be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Hermits? This is weird. I can't get up. Oh, what the? Jeez Louise. This is weird. I don't even know. This is just weird. This game is weird. I'm gonna just say that. There's a buoy. Chapter 2 was called a buoy. Did that boat actually say anything? I didn't actually really think to read it. I just
It's
thought it
only
was
at
weird.
night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the buoy and the aerial. I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation. There must be something new to find here. Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to. I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
Can I at least see like an animal or something? Like a friend? I'm bored and I'm lonely. I wish I could jump. Now I'd be bunny hopping down these paths. Bow, 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 bow. But no. I just gotta stroll. Really slow. Down these roads. Hey, what's that? Oh, it's just a fence. Wait a second, is that where I came from? Dang, nabbit! Did I just walk all the way? Oh, shit. Please tell me there's somewhere else I can go. Perhaps there's another clue around in here that I need to find. Can I walk around in front of the boat, maybe? To actually read it? I don't know. I guess I didn't investigate over here very much. I want some spaghetti. That sounds good. I'm hungry. Try to walk around this way. Big old rocks. Come on, man. You could climb over these rocks. They're not that big. Just lift your foot. Oh my gosh. So lift it. Shoot. Shoot. Pew. Okay. I just made that song up. Did you like it? Bo 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 bo. I'm just endlessly wandering. Wait a second. Did we go this way? It's so hard.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
This is weird. I don't know how I feel about this. It's very poetic and I appreciate that. It's very beautiful. I also appreciate that, but it's also really weird. I think I can go down. Oh, my Lanta.
Is this what Paul saw through his windscreen? Not Lot's wife looking over her shoulder, but a scar in the hillside, falling away to black forever.
Oh my gosh. You think we should jump? Just to see what happens? I don't think I want to. Like a low... I sort of want to, but I don't want to. Is that water? Ready to jump? Ready? 3. 3, 2, 1. Ah!
Come back.
Aw. Did it put up a fence so I can't jump? Or did... Oh no, I jumped from the other side. Go back. Ooh, a house. I said I was gonna quit, and I still haven't. But, you know. I found a giant hole in the ground. So... Wow, look at that. Look at these little twisty walls. Boop-a-doop.
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
Interesting. The music changed. That's nice. wonder if this game takes place all on the same day. Like, I wonder if we're ever...
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
There it is again. Actually, that's different. I don't know what that is. I probably should be paying attention to what he's saying, but I definitely have only been half paying attention. Will it look different if we get far away? Or is it literally just a splatter? What has he been doing? Trudging around with paint buckets around the entire island? You weirdos.
3 cormorants seen at dusk. They did not land. This house built of stone, built by a long-dead shepherd. Contents: my camp bed, a stove, a table, chairs, my clothes, my books. The caves that score out the belly of this island, leaving it famished. My limbs and belly famished. This skin, these organs, this failing eyesight. When the battery runs out in my torch, I will descend into the caves and follow only the phosphorescence home.
I'm so confused. Wow, did I just climb that? Wow. Impressive. Not really. I tiptoed up it. What is over there? Do you see that little black thing with a glowing dot? What are you? What are you? I feel like a moth right now. Okay, see? I swear, I saw that same thing earlier. On the side. Remember when I was tripping just a little bit? And I said I thought I saw something on the side to the left on the mountain or on the hill. I thought I saw like a silhouette or something. What the heck? I'm creeped out slightly now. But now I'm also intrigued. I want to like go back and reverse my clip and look and see, but I also don't because that's kind of cheating, so I'm not gonna do it.
Jakobsen's ribcage, they told Donnelly, was deformed, the result of some birth defect or perhaps a traumatic injury as a child. Brittle and overblown it was, and desperately light. Perhaps it was this that finally did for him, unable to contain the shattering of his heart. In half-light, his skeleton a discarded prop, a false and calcified seabird.
I'm disturbed slightly, mildly. I want a burrito. Now I'm thinking about Mexican food.
In early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
That's disturbing. You know, there's this one Doctor Who episode where there were these creatures from a different...
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones.
This music's
I
creepy.
struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
It's gone dark and I don't like that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I watched a Doctor Who episode one time and there were these creatures and they were like from a different universe where their universe was two-dimensional. And they didn't understand the concept of a three-dimensional universe, so they were trying to like study us. But they were doing so in a harmful manner, and they were like, what? I don't really know how to describe this. It was like they would suck people into the walls, making them two-dimensional, to sort of like reach to their universe, sorta, to try to understand them. So when they would make people two-dimensional, they would. Oh, this is pretty. They would try to study like individual parts. This is pretty. Of their body, so it looked like desert, like on a wallpaper, but it was just skin zoomed in really close. Or, oh, I'm slipping, and I'm down a hole. Okay, but on one part they were studying. Oh yeah, another trophy. A person's nervous system, and it was like laid out on the wall. And you're probably wondering why the heck I'm even telling this, but it's because that
Donnelly did not pass through the
dang
caves.
it.
From here on in, his guidance, unreliable as it is gone from me. I understand now that it is between the two of us, and whatever correspondence can be drawn from the wet rocks.
I thought that rock right in front of me was like a person in a gown or something. I'm on edge slightly just because of that little shadow was creepy. This is pretty though. Look at this. Wow. Before I continue, well no, I'm gonna keep walking because I walk slow. Is this deeper than it looks? No. So yeah, creatures from two-dimensional, they're studying three-dimensional, and they would like suck people into the walls so that they were two-dimensional to study them, and they sucked this person's nervous system, and it was printed on the wall, just their nervous system. And it made me think of this because I was thinking of like all the paint and random paints on the walls and on the island, and I was thinking like, ooh, what if the island's alive? That doesn't even make any sense because it was just painting of random things that have nothing to do with that. But it made me think of that Doctor Who episode because of whatever. This is really neat. Ooh, now things are getting interesting. Candles! We talked about candles earlier.
They'd stopped the traffic back as far as the Sandford Junction and come up the hard shoulder like radio signals from another star. It took 21 minutes for them to arrive. I watched Paul time it to the second on his watch.
But actually, oh, is these paintings, these right here, they look like weird bacteria as cells and stuff, and I was just thinking about the body being zoomed in and two-dimensional on a wall. You know, just watch the episode. It's called Flatline, I believe. Just watch it. Season 8. Doctor Who Season 8. flatline. 12th Doctor and Jenna Coleman, Clara. Watch it. Everything looks so damp. It's kind of grossing me out. Oh, yes. Oh. Wowzers. I'm fearful to get too close and fall in or something. How deep do you think that is? Deep enough to survive the jump. Magnificent. You know, I'm just gonna go for it. Whoa. Yeah. The answer is yes. Can't see. Otters in my eyeballs. That's slightly blinding, but really pretty. What's making it glow so bright and blue? I mean, the sunlight coming in, I guess, but yeah, whatever. I'm just making myself sound really dumb. I have a habit of doing that. Okay. Ooh. Pink over there. Wait a second. Another one? Don't slip. It looks really slippery. Probably have to jump. Maybe. Oh, is that where I... Wait. No, that doesn't even make any sense. Right. Candle! These must be... How are they still burning? Am I not... Was my dude not questioning that? Or did my dude place them? You know, I'm still confused on the letters, on who's writing them. But I'm also haven't been listening very well. So that doesn't help. Look at these glowy mushrooms. Make me think of Bug's Life. Again, a little cramped here. One time I watched this movie, I don't remember what it is at all, but they were like exploring these under caverns. I don't remember, like underwater? I don't know. It's somewhere they've never been before. Oh wait, what's about to happen?
In my final dream, I sat at peace with Jakobsen and watched the moon over the Sandford Junction. Goats grazed on the hard shoulder, a world gone to weed and redemption. He showed me his fever scars, and I mine, between each shoulder the nascency of flight.
Wow. Could you imagine seeing this in real life? Does that lead up? I don't know. Or did I just come from there? I feel like Dory, I swear. My memory lasts like 0.2 seconds and I forgot where I just was and where I just came from. It's really terrible. And it's no better in real life. Literally, I'm the worst with directions. Absolutely terrible. Oh. Mamma mia. Look at that. It's pretty cool. I'm feeling like... Whoa. Jeez Louise. Holy macaroni.
This is a drowned man's face, reflected in the moonlit waters. It can only be a dead shepherd who has come to drunk drive you home.
I don't see my reflection. Interesting. Some more candles. Maybe I found this person's journal and I'm just God, oh my gosh. My dude. This is wacky. Wow. Wow. I'm hungry. I want dinner. I don't know if I want spaghetti or a burrito. I'm not gonna have either, so that's not like it matters, but these are strange. I don't want it to touch me. Ooh. Swimmy, swimmy. Oh, so now I can swim? Yeah. Sure, that makes sense. Purple now. Oh, well now... Now I don't know if I can always swim or not. What if there's secret places? Places I could potentially swim. Oh my. Oh my. No! That was an accident! Oh. My gosh. What? Wait, what? What the heck? This is freaking me out a little bit. What? Is this actually happening? Or am I delusional? I don't like this. It's gonna take a long time to try to get up, so I'm not going to. What? The... What? I don't... I'm uncomfortable and I don't like what's happening. I'm not having a good time. I'm freaking out mildly. What the... What's in this water? Oh, geez, I'm walking extra slow. Probably from that fall. Oh, jeez, why am I so slow? Oh, jeez, Louise. Walk faster. You can do it, I promise. Oh, well, now going back. Because apparently I don't know how to climb things. I can survive that fall, but I... What? Yay, another trophy for doing nothing but walking really slowly. Oh, more candles. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. Even though I kinda... Is that a tent? No, I shouldn't. I'm gonna We're outside and it's night and that moon is really, really big. Jeez. Louise? Oh my. I made it out. That has gotta be causing some.
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
What? This is weird. This is weird. Ah! And I like want to keep going and I don't at the same time. I'm like bored but intrigued. But at this point I just want to watch someone else do it. But that's what my job is right now. Well, I'm doing it so you don't have to. But you know you're still intrigued because you're still watching. Pictures? Is that what that is? Let's take a closer look. It's the old cars and old truck and is that like what is
Fire
happening?
and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceilings.
What the heck? You're painting with your bodies? What? Your corpses all over these walls? I don't know. I don't understand what's happening. I'm just gonna follow the light. But the light is everywhere, so I don't know where to go. I'm just gonna... wait a second. Where'd it come from? Did it come from over here? Yeah, I did. But when I was up higher. Well, I'm just gonna go out here on this dock. If I can. The music's gotten slightly dramatic. Have you noticed? I noticed. Meh. I don't want to look at the painting anymore. So I can manage to balance on these, but you know what this reminds me of? Bioshock. Okay. I don't want to go back to a cave. I want to go home. Oh my god! Look, there it is! I told you! I told you! I don't want to look away from it. What the? I swear I saw it earlier too. I did. It's fading away. Nope, there it is. Well, that's a person, alright. I'm not looking away from you. What are you doing? Stop being creepy. What the heck, man? What the heck? If you're gone when I pass through the other side of this rock, I'm gonna be... You're still here. I actually wanted you to be gone. Because that means you're still watching me. You're creeping me out. Stop being weird. Stop being weird, trainee. Whew. What the heck? was that sound? And what is this? Is this like a burial ceremony for cars? I do not understand. More scratches? Stay away, you're gonna die.
There were chemical stains on the tarmac. The leak of air conditioning, brake fluid and petrol. He kept sniffing at his fingers as he sat by the roadside, waiting as if he couldn't quite understand or recognize their smell. He said he'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter. He'd stopped for farewell drinks earlier, but had kept a careful eye on his intake. You could hear the sirens above the idling traffic.
I feel like I'm back in my creative writing class where we read really weird stuff and I did not understand it at all until I read it like 5 different times and listened to like 10 different theories, and then I was like, oh, this is weird.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Okay. That's poetic and disturbing. And like series of unfortunate events. That mild discomfort I feel when I watch it. That's what I'm feeling. That is the perfect analogy. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now. Ah, jeez. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. I actually can read that one. Maybe I could have read the other ones and I just didn't look long enough to realize they were actual letters. Yeah, where am I going? Where do I have to go now? I don't know. Up the stairs? Do I have to? Do I really have to? Up is where the ghost man was. Maybe the ghost is Esther. I don't even know if that's a man or a woman's name, to be honest. I was thinking a woman.
I will drag my leg behind me. I will drag it like a crumpled hatchback, tires blown and sparking across the dimming lights of my vision. I'm running out of painkillers and am following the flicker of the moon home. When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they restarted his heart with the jump leads from a crumpled hatchback. It took 21 attempts to convince it to wake up.
Oh my Lanta, it's still there. I hope it stays there, actually. I want to go see it. I don't know what it is. Excuse me. Excuse me. I want to have a conversation with you. Of course, I can't get up there, and probably by the time I get around the corner, it's probably going to be gone. Music's getting slightly
I've
creepy.
begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Well, now I stand where he stands. I was laughing because we just got a trophy called Man of the Rocks, and it was probably talking about this mystery silhouette, but I was thinking of like us being Men of the Rocks, which is really not true. I can't climb any rocks to save my life. And as he was proceeding on his journey, and as he was proceeding on his journey, have we been able to read these this whole time and I just didn't comprehend? I have no idea. And God, this music. And was come near it. I don't know. Hey, look it! We're almost to the red glowy thing. And nor drink. Eat nor drink. Did he?
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
What? Neither did he eat nor drink. And something. Oh my gosh, I'm walking so slow.
The stones in my stomach will weigh me down and ensure my descent is true and straight. I will break through the fog of these godforsaken pills and achieve clarity. All my functions are clogged, all my veins are choked. If my leg doesn't rot off before I reach the summit, it will be a miracle. There are 21 connections in the circuit diagram of the anti-lock brakes. There are 21 species of gull inhabiting these islands. It is 21 miles between the Sandford Junction and the turn-off for home. All these things cannot, will not be a coincidence.
21. Okay. And came to pass that it came to that as past made something journey. Oh, danger, lovely. Authorized personnel keep out. Unauthorized. No, okay. Clearly you're not gonna. Is that that as made my journey and to me, something to me. I don't know. I should probably watch where I'm walking. Good lord, yeah, I should probably watch where I'm walking. See, like, who the heck constructed these stairs and why? Like, how did you do that safely? And do you really walk this mountain that much to need stairs? Where'd you get the rails? And not see the... We're almost to the light.
He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jacobson back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
Oh boy, it's getting windy. It's getting windy. And I'm getting slower. Oh, you can make it up the stairs. Climb. You can do it. Come on. We have fences and side our fences. Jeez.
We will leave twin vapor trails in the air, white lines etched into these rocks. Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Okay. I didn't just do that willingly, just for the record. I'm no longer in control, but what the heck? I understand now, but I kind of don't understand still. A lot of stuff. I'm flying. I'm not in control of this at all, just so you know. My, what? What did he say? You say Esther? My sequel now? I've said this about 1,000 times and I'm gonna say it again. This is weird. What is happening? Why is the moon so big? Are people on the other side of the earth okay? Or are there tsunamis happening? I don't know. I am a seagull. Did you see my shadow? Good. I obviously don't know how to use my legs.
Come back.
What? Is it over? What's happening? I don't know what's happening. Why is it still black? Oh. For the Chinese room. Design and writing. And music. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to, like, look up an explanation of this and get back to you, because I don't have a single clue what just happened. I'm gonna be honest. I did not pay attention. I'm gonna have to, like, reread everything as a whole without being chapped up. What is it, like? Yeah, no, I have no idea. I was about to try to make up my own theory, but I don't want to sound even more foolish than I already do. So, yeah. Esther and Paul were the people previous to him who did the exact same thing that he just did. He followed, marked the island, so that the next victim, I would say, that becomes stranded on the island, I guess, will follow the same path, and it'll just be a chain effect, I guess. I don't know. Was he seeing the ghosts? Is that what was happening? Was that Esther? I told you it was Esther on the mountain. Oh, Esther. I know it was you. I knew it was you.